Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's get started. So, students, we are solving IGCSE Maths 0580 October November 2023 most recent paper, paper 4 variant 2, in which we're solving in two parts. So we are solving with question number 8 onwards. That is talked about question number 8 talks about the probability question of October November 2023, in which we have two dices, dice A and dice B. We have been given the numbers. These are fair dices, which means everyone will have the same probability. Every number will have the same probability because the dices are fair. And the first couple of questions were, okay, what is the probability that it will land on the number A, dice A? So it is basically 6 is coming only one time, okay? 6 is basically coming one time only on the dice A. That is why the probability will be 1 over 6, okay? Got it clear? Understood? The probability will be 1 over 6 for the landing on 6 for dice A. And then the next is basically a formula that when they talk about the expectation, that work out the number of times when we have to find number of times that we can expect. This was the game being played one time only, but now the game is being played, student, 150 times. So we can say that there are possibilities of 150 times of 1 over 6. That is 25 times are possible. 25 times you can expect that the dice will land on 6. Okay, everyone getting it? 25 times you can expect that the dice will be landing on the number 6 in dice number A. Okay, if we move forward, what we have is the next one. Then they are telling us that the dice A and dice B, they are each rolled once. Okay, so dice A and dice B are being rolled once, sir. We have to find the probability that the two numbers that they land on have a total of 6. Okay, so it's a very important and good question for almost 3 marks that we have to work it out. Okay, we have to find the probability. It's very important that the two numbers that they land on will have a total of 6. Okay, so they will have a total of 6. So it's a very important question. कि जब dice A will throw the dice A and will throw the dice B, both of them one at a time, and whatever the number it lands on, we are going to add them. हम उनको add करके we have to make it a 6. So how is it possible? The best way of doing is it's a tree diagram. Okay, the best safe method is doing a possibility diagram, not a tree diagram. The best way of doing this is what, students? Doing a possibility diagram. So follow carefully. This will be helpful in A levels as well, statistics 1. Okay, so it's important to understand that you should do it like this way. These type of questions, dice A, and let's call dice B here. Okay, so it will be dice B. So we can say 2. Dice B have 2, 3, 4, 4, and 4. And this will be dice A. That is basically, we need one more. Okay, 2, 3, and one more 3. Okay, so it will be 3 here. Little bit it will go outside the question boundaries. Okay, but let's do it, not a problem. Okay, so 6 dice is here. Okay, students, and this will be also the 6 dice is. Okay, hope everyone is getting it clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it will be, what we have is 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, and 2, 3, and 6. So you need to make sure that the two numbers that you are doing will be making a 6. So how many options are there? Follow carefully. It will be 4 plus 2 is 6, right? Follow carefully. There's one option. Then we have, this will be another 4. 4 plus 2 as 6. Guys, getting it? These are on the left hand side, I've put 6 dices of part B, and on the right hand side, I've put 6 dices of part dice A as well. Okay, dice A and dice B. So we need to make that the total they land on have a total of 6. So 4 plus 2 is 6. Then 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So these all are our possible answers. Okay, so 2, 6, 6. This one also 6, 6. Okay, and then we can also have 4 plus 2. This one also be 6. 6 and 6. These are all adding. Then we can say 3 plus 3 is 6, right? 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. Do we expect any else, guys? Think about it. If we do, the remaining are not possible, I believe. Okay, it will be 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 plus 3 is 5, 2 plus 6 will be 8. Think about if you can get any other numbers. When you add both of them, you will get 6. Okay, so these are the only possibilities. So you can count them. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So the answer will be that in the numerator it will be, sir, 11 possibilities. Okay, 11 options are available. Out of the total of how many options available, you will count all the possible answers. All the possible answers are, students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 into 6 is 36. 11 over 36 is the answer, students. A lot of students might have got this question wrong. For 3 marks, this is how you will do it. This is one of the best, safest method of doing this question. Make sure everyone understood the question. I'll repeat it. We'll spend some time on this as well because it's a very important question as well. They are asking us that dice A is also being rolled once, and dice B, we are rolling the dices one at a time only. And whatever the dice is landing on, we are adding them. When we are adding them, what is our requirement, sir? Our requirement is that they land on and make a total of 6. Follow carefully on the word total of 6. So that is what is happening. Students get total of 6 will come. Total of 6 can only come from two possibilities, that is 3 comma 3 on dice A and dice B, and 4 comma 2 or 2 comma 4, okay, on dice A and dice B. So there are a lot of possibilities and a lot of options, okay. So instead of thinking about it and writing it, it's better to make the possibility diagram. This is what a possibility diagram is looks like, and that is what how you have to do. Everyone got this, guys? Clear? Hello? इज एवरीवन क्लियर? आपने डाइस ए के सारे नंबर ऊपर लिखे और डाइस बी के सारे नंबर लेफ्ट हैंड साइड कॉलम पे लिखे. वन डाइस बी कॉलम राइट हैंड साइड, वन डाइस ए कॉलम राइट इन द फ्रंट रो एंड कॉलम की फॉर्म में आपने लिखने. एंड then you add them, whichever two are giving you 6. So 4 plus 2 will give us 6, or 2 plus 4, and 3 plus 3 will give us 6. These are the only two possibilities. Next we have to find out that the probability. Guys, anyone have any questions? Can I get response? Very important part, we haven't done this before. Find the probability that when the two numbers they land on have a total of 6, both numbers are 3. So that's a very good question as well. Okay, we can take help from the part 1 as well. When the we have to find the probability that when the two numbers that they land on have a total of 6. So follow carefully. You need to understand what is your denominator, students. They are asking students के आप आपने 6 तो बना लिए, आपके पास 11 ऑप्शंस हैं 6 बनाने के लिए. ओके स्टूडेंट्स, आपके पास 11 डाइसेस पे ऑप्शंस हैं 6 बनाने के लिए. तो दे आर आस्किंग बेसिकली कि आउट ऑफ द 11 ऑप्शंस जिन टू नंबर्स से हमारे पास 6 आ रहा है, सो इट्स बेसिकली कि दोज आर 11 ऑप्शंस. आउट ऑफ द 11 ऑप्शंस, how many options are giving us both numbers should be 3 and 3. So we can say, follow carefully in the blue color, these are the two options that are giving 3 and 3, right guys? 3 and 3 and 3 and 3. So that is, it will be 2 over 11. This answer will be, okay, students. Let me know how many students got this as well. Guys, clear on this? Follow very carefully. This is a bit
Yes, sir.
tricky question. What we
Yes,
can
sir.
say that in the next part, the denominator is also changing. Okay, so that is why it's a very crystal clear, a very recent question. I'm expecting a similar type of question in the May-June 2024 exam as well on this type of probability. If the whole chapter of probability comes, make sure last day before exam you revise this question as well, definitely. Okay. Got it, guys. Moving forward, this is still not completed. We have a 2 mark more question. This is coming in recent papers, very common, that dice B is rolled n times. Okay, so they are telling us that the dice B is now rolled n times, and the probability that on the nth roll it first lands on number 3 is 32 over 729. We have to find the value of n. Okay, that the probability that it lands on the number 3 is 32 over 729. Find the value of n. Okay. So how we are going to do it? It's basically, it's like a geometric distribution that we need to understand that we have to find the probability on the nth roll. It first lands on the number 3 is 32 over 729. We are talking about dice B here. So students need to understand that what is the probability of 3. Guys, getting it? So first we need to understand, follow the words important carefully. It should be first landing on. जब पहली बार 3 पे लैंड करेगी तो probability 32 over 729 आएगी. So we need to understand कि what is the probability of 3 in the dice B. Okay, so follow carefully. Make sure पहले तो आपको ये confusion ना हो कि dice A और dice B की confusion. So आपको probability of 3 find करनी है. Probability of 3 is basically there are 2 times of 3 and 6 total options. So it will be 2 over 6, which is, sir, basically 1 over 3, right, students? So probability of dice 3, probability of landing on dice 3 is 1 over 3. Getting it, guys? Clear with me? Following? Probability of landing on dice 3 is 1 over 3. What we need to understand? we can have probability of, what will be the probability of not having 3? The probability of not having 3 means that it can come 2 or it can come 4. So the probability of not having 3 will be 1 minus 1 over 3. That is basically, students, 2 over 3. Understanding? 1 minus 1 over 3 will be
Yes,
2
sir.
over 3. So what the question becomes is, okay, we don't know how many times 2 over 3 is coming. First, we are getting not 3. जब आप ये डाइस रोल कर रहे हैं n टाइम्स, वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज n, वी हैव टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ n, बट हमें ये पता है कि जब भी हम डाइस रोल करेंगे, सो इट विल बी 2/3. पहले 2/3 आएगा फॉर सम वैल्यूज, और एक बार 1/3 आ जाएगा तो हम स्टॉप कर देंगे, एंड दिस विल बी टोटल 32/729. That is what the case is here. Okay, 32/729. What we can understand is basically, we are, this total, these two powers will total, this is one power only. Okay, this will be one power, students. Why? And this will be n minus 1 power. Is everyone with me? Getting it, guys? Clear? This will be n minus 1 power. Is everyone getting that? Clarified, guys? Following? Any questions? Anyone? Let
Yes,
me
sir.
know. ठीक है? Anyone doubt? Okay, फिर रिपीट करता हूँ, ये n minus 1 क्यों हुआ, सर? What we need to understand कि ये n minus 1 इसलिए होगा, n minus 1 क्यों होगा? बिकॉज वी आर सेइंग दैट टोटल नंबर ऑफ n टाइम्स हम डाइस बी को रोल कर रहे हैं. अगर किसी का क्वेश्चन हो, कोई कंसर्न हो, जरूर पूछें. मैं रिपीट करता हूँ, हम नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स जो रोल करेंगे वो n नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स रोल कर रहे हैं. तो लेट्स अज्यूम कर लेते हैं, अजम्पशन से भी कर सकते हैं, कि अगर आप कह रहे हैं कि आपने टोटल 6 टाइम्स रोल किया, तो इसका मतलब 5 टाइम्स जो है, 5 टाइम्स जो है वो नॉट 3 आएगा, 5 टाइम्स नॉट 3 आएगा, और 1 टाइम जो है वो 3 आएगा खाली. गेटिंग इट? अगर आपका n की वैल्यू 8 है, तो आपका नॉट 3 जो आएगा, मतलब 2 आ सकता है. लाइक दिस, n इज इक्वल्स टू 8, इसका मतलब क्या होगा कि पहली बारी में आपका 2 आ गया, लेट से, फिर आपका 4 आ गया, फिर 2 आ गया, फिर 4 आ गया, फिर 2 आ गया, फिर 4 आ गया, तो 1 2 3, फिर 4 आ गया, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, और लास्ट बारी में आपका पहली बार 3 आएगा. इज एवरीवन गेटिंग इट? सो दैट इज व्हाई इट इज n-1, कि जब फर्स्ट टाइम 3 पे लैंड करेगा, तो उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी बता दी है, उससे पहले n-1 ऑब्जर्वेशन होंगी. इज एवरीवन विथ मी, गाइस? गेटिंग द पॉइंट? क्लियर है? हेलो? ठीक है? Is everyone getting it? So what we can do, I think we can try to simplify and solve this. Let's keep this as it is. I hope everyone got this. Okay. So ये यहाँ multiply हो रहा है, right? तो वहाँ जाके ये divide हो जाएगा. 32/729 divided by 1/3. तो multiply हो जाएगा by 3/1, right? I'm expecting this thing. ठीक है, फिर हम इसको solve करने की कोशिश करेंगे. 32/729 into 3, तो ये आ जाएगा 32/243. Okay, everyone getting it, guys? Clear with me? Following? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
इज एवरीवन गेटिंग इट? सो नाउ आप इसको अजम्पशन से सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, इमेजिन करके भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. देर इज 2, सर, 2 and 32. So what we know is basically power rule है यहाँ पर, कि sir 2 power 5 is always 32, right? Getting it? And we already
Yes.
know that we have 3 as well, and 3 power of something, let's say 3 power of 5. So sir, 3 power of 5 is also 3 power of 5 is called 243, right, students? So what we can say basically, what we need to understand and clear, 2/3 is equals to n-1. So we can write down 2/3 to the power of 5 and 5. Is everyone getting it, guys? 2/3 to the power of 5 and 5, 2 power 5 and 3 power 5. And that is how one of the method of solving is n-1 is equals to 5. So n value is coming 6. Okay, students? आप अजम्पशन से भी कर सकते हैं, आप डायरेक्टली कैलकुलेटर में वैल्यूज ट्राई करके भी कर सकते हैं. इट्स अ कैलकुलेटर बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. अ लॉट ऑफ मेथड्स आर देयर टू गेट दीज 2 मार्क्स. लेट मी नो हाउ मेनी गॉट दिस क्वेश्चन नंबर 8 पार्ट सी. किसी को डाउट, आई कैन एक्सप्लेन अगेन. ओके, लेट मी नो स्टूडेंट्स. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. गॉट दिस क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Anyone any doubts? Let me know, guys. Any volunteers? Anyone have not? It's not clear? फिर रिपीट कर दूं, नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स फिक्स्ड है, टोटल नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स है. आपको पहले आपका रिजल्ट नहीं मिल रहा होगा, विच इज you might be getting 2 or 4 in the number of throws. Whenever you get the number 3 on the dice, that is when you are stopping, and that is when the probability is coming 32/729, for which I have solved this whole question in detail. So we get n value as 6. So question number 8, which is on probability, is finished, students. Next we talk about question number 9. which is on the hot topic and the recent syllabus part topic, that is differentiation. So let's talk about differentiation as well, okay? So when we talk about differentiation, it is going to be, okay, what we have, sir, is basically the diagram shows a sketch of y is equals to 4x cubed minus x power 4. We have the graph crosses the x-axis or the origin and the point A. So the graph is crossing. Make sure पहले आप question जरूर properly read करें. The graph is crossing the x-axis at the origin and the diagram shows a sketch of the graph of y is equals to this thing. The point B is a maximum point as well. Point B जो है वो sir maximum है. We have to, for 2 marks, differentiate 4x cube minus x power 4. So it will be simple, sir. If we have to differentiate 4x cube minus x power 4, so what will be the answer, students? It will be 4 3s are 12. 4 multiplied by 3. Try to show as much working as possible. And minus 4x power 4 minus of 1. So the answer is coming, sir. 12x square minus 4x to the power of cube. Okay, everyone got it? 12x square minus 4x to the power of cube. That is what we are going to get with this question. Okay, everyone understood? Got it, guys? Clear?
Yes, sir.
12x square minus 4x cube is the answer coming. Then we have to find the coordinates of B. So follow carefully. Coordinates of B, basically they're asking about the x and the y values. Coordinates always means the x and the y value, students. So this is the maximum point. Point B is a maximum point. Make sure write down for the examiner that you know all theory and concept. Maximum point is basically the stationary point. Okay, everyone getting it, guys? Maximum point is what? The stationary point as well. Okay, so it will be, so 12x square minus 4x cube is equals to 0. The gradient will be equals to 0. Very important, guys, very careful. Make sure nobody take it to the other side, 4x cube, and try to equate it 0. You are losing out on 1 mark. Okay, follow very carefully. You will have to take common, so it will be 4x square common, and I will be getting 4 times of 3 minus x to the power here to get this. Okay, so it will be 4x square is equals to 0, and the other equation will be, take out the common. Okay, 3 minus x is equals to 0. So here we go. It will be, hope everyone is following and getting it. Okay, so we will get two values of x there. One of the x values will be x is equals to 0, and the other value of x will be 3. So it's common sense, right? कि हम जो डील कर रहे हैं वो जीरो वाला नहीं है, because जीरो कोऑर्डिनेट तो यहाँ आ जाएगा. We are dealing with the 3. So when x, so the stationary point coordinate is 3, sir. X coordinate is 3. You can find out the y value by plugging in the original equation. That is y is equals to 4x cube minus of x power 4. So it will be y is equals to 4 times of 3 cube minus 3 times of power 4. So it is going to come, you can take help with the calculator. Getting it, guys? So it is coming negative 45. So according to this, it will be 3 comma negative 45. Let me know how many got this. Is this correct or we have made a mistake? 4x cube, I think 4x cube, it is not coming negative 45. It is coming positive 27. Calculation mistake है. Y negative क्यों नहीं होगा? Because I just realized my mistake quickly. Okay, y जो है वो positive है, so it should be 27. Okay, guys, understanding? क्योंकि y का जो coordinate है वो positive side पे आ रहा है. That is why I just quickly realized my mistake कि मैंने कोई calculation error किया है. 3, 27 are the solutions. Okay, everyone getting it, guys? So आप जज भी कर सकते हैं, आपका x पॉजिटिव आएगा और y पॉजिटिव आएगा. x जो है वो 0 से ज़्यादा होगा और y जो है वो पॉजिटिव वैल्यू होगी, तो 27 ही करेक्ट आंसर होगा. एवरीवन गॉट इट? So this is completed as well, guys. Next we have to find out the gradient of the graph at the point A, which means basically कि tangent की बात हो रही है. We need to understand कि we have to find out the gradient at the point A. So it's not a big issue, not a big problem. आप इसको differentiate already कर चुके हैं, students. That we already have differentiated, right? Find the gradient of the graph at the point A. So point A पे हमें gradient find करना है, which means हमें tangent का gradient find करना है. So it will be just done the differentiation. Follow carefully, students. So it will be, okay, we have got the differentiation, that is different, the dy over dx, or dx is basically, yeah, dy over dx is equals to 12x square minus 4x cube. Okay, we have to find the gradient of the graph at the point A. So how we can solve this? Anyone, any ideas? Let me know. So आपको basically पहले यहाँ पर x की वैल्यू निकालनी पड़ेगी, ठीक है? यहाँ पर आपको x की वैल्यू ग्रेडियंट के अंदर, सो एट दिस स्टेज दे आर सेइंग द ग्राफ क्रॉसेस द x एक्सिस एट द ओरिजिन एंड द पॉइंट A, ठीक है? तो व्हाट वी कैन क्लियरली से कि ग्राफ क्योंकि क्रॉस कर रहा है तो वी नो कि दीज आर कोऑर्डिनेट्स 0,0, राइट गाइस? दीज आर कोऑर्डिनेट्स। आप इसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स निकाल लो। जहाँ पर y 0 होगा तो x की वैल्यू क्या आ जाएगी? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हमें पहले x के कोऑर्डिनेट्स निकालने पड़ेंगे बाय यूजिंग द ओरिजिनल इक्वेशन। एवरीवन विथ मी गाइस? सबसे पहले हम x के कोऑर्डिनेट्स निकालेंगे by using the original equation. Okay, so it will be very simple task कि सर y को 0 रखा और x क्यूब को कॉमन ले लिया, तो it will be 4 minus x power. So एक x की वैल्यू 0 आ गई and एक x की वैल्यू 4 आ गई. So these are the coordinate students 4,0 here and 0,0. जब आपको चलिए कि आपको now we already know कि what is the x coordinate. Okay students, now we already know what is the x coordinate. So what we are going to do, once we got an idea that we have x is equals to 4 coordinates, okay, so this is 1 mark, okay, for getting x is equals to 4. अब आप differentiation की value में put कर दोगे gradient की value में, the gradient was this thing students and you will get your coordinates, okay. सही है? तो आपका जो है वो gradient आ जाएगा. Gradient when x is equals to 4 is basically 1 mark is for the working and 1 mark is for the answer. That is coming -64. So the gradient at the point A will be -64. Let me know how many got this. Clear guys, understood? Following, no questions, no issues. Clear, everyone understood this guys? So this
Yes, sir.
question number 9 is also done, which talks about the differentiation. A very good summary of
Yes.
it that they are testing you how to, they are testing on how to differentiate, how to find the stationary point as well, and they are testing whether student knows the basic concepts that they can find the gradient or not. Okay, so let me know everyone if everyone got question number 9 as well. Clear? Understood? Guys, got this? Sure about it? Any questions? Next, we move on to question number 10, which is about similarity and congruency. Very important, so that everyone should focus. Question number 10 of October, November 2023, paper 4, variant 2 talks about similarity and the congruency. Students, that chapter in which we have to talk about these things as well. So it is recent paper and a complete question on almost 7 marks. Okay, 7 marks testing, differentiation tested for also 8 marks, probability tested for 1, 2, say 5, 7, 9 marks. So all these chapters are tested for less than 10 marks, but each question, if you see, let's say on average, if it's 7 to 8 marks or 7 to 9 marks, if you get them correct, you will be easily able to score a good grade in the exam paper, right? So what we have is basically A, B, C, D, E, F is a regular hexagon. This already have a lot of weightage, right? It's a regular hexagon. Regular hexagon means hexagon with 6 sides. It will have each angles equal. These are the diagonals. DF. Complete the following statements using 3 different triangles. You have to use 3 different triangles. Okay, students, we have to use 3 different triangles. Triangle DEF. Triangle DEF will be congruent to what? Triangle DCB, right? Because they are same, okay, so it will be triangle DEF is congruent to triangle DCB and triangle DFA is congruent to triangle DBA. Okay, so let me mark them as well for students. So these two are congruent because they have common line and they are together. Both of them will have the same length measurements, and these two angles in the blue color students are equal. They are congruent as well because they have the same lines and same measurements with the same angles as well. Let me know everyone got it. Got it, guys? Clear? Hello. So these are the answers for 2 marks. Very simple, easy question. Okay, I believe this one is an easy question. Next one, we have a very good question for part B for 5 marks. So let's try to work it out. Make sure you have to write the exact answer for part B. And we can see in recent papers they are testing you like this because they want to ensure. पहले क्या होता था 2018-19 के पेपर्स में या 2020 के पेपर्स में वो आपको स्पेस देता था कि show that it's a congruent or it's a similar triangle by giving your reasons 3 marks के लिए. But अब उन्होंने क्या कर दिया है कि because every student will write something different, so that is why they have रिमूव दैट कि इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम ही ना हो, सब स्टूडेंट सेम आंसर दें. तो अगर आपने वो करेक्ट ऑप्शन लिखा होगा, करेक्ट वर्ड्स लिखे होंगे तभी मार्क मिलेगा, वरना यू विल लूज 1 mark. ओके, सो लेट्स रीड दिस एंड क्लियर. ओके, एंड ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस. Sir, P and Q are the points on the circle with center O. So follow carefully. It's very simple. Okay, P and Q are the points on circle with center O. These are tangents. Common thing for us. ये shape तो हम बहुत बार कर चुके हैं. These are tangents from the point T. Okay, center O and P and Q are the points. Complete the following tables in the triangles OPT and OQT. OP will be equals to what? Very simple. So I think nobody will get this wrong. OP will be equals to
Okay.
OQ because all of them, both of them is a radius. Okay. So this one is not a mistake. So 1 mark easily got it. Then OT is a common side. Angle OPT will be equals to angle which one? OQ2. So I'm expecting this one will also be correct. Very simple thing. It will be equals to angle OQT. This angle is 90 degree. Because of this angle being 90 degree, make sure you will get 2 marks. But what about this? Why? What's the reason? Because it is basically the tangent is perpendicular to the radius. So make sure if student have written like this, tangent is perpendicular to radius, or you have written these words tangent perpendicular to the radius, then you will get the 3rd mark. Okay, everyone getting it? Then triangles OPT and OQT are congruent by which property? Triangles OPT, let's make them as well. Triangles OPT are congruent to OQT with the concept of they are congruent because of, sir, using the criteria that is basically right hand side. Okay, RHS, right hand angle. Okay, right angles, 90 degrees angle. This proves that the tangents TP and TQ are equal in length. Okay, you can write down they are equal in length. Okay, और equal भी लिख देंगे तब भी marks मिल जाएंगे. So that's how you have to just write down simple words to get the 5 marks. Okay, how many people got question number 10 as well? Let me know, guys. Clear on this?
Yes, okay.
Understood? Okay, so once we got this,
Yes.
that this proves that tangents TP and TQ are equal, we have got question
Yes,
number
sir.
10. Let's talk about question number 11, second last question of this paper, which talks about the topic students functions. Okay, so this is also important. In recent papers, they are testing complete huge questions of functions. Okay, so make sure you have practiced those as well clearly. We have to find G3 first. Okay, make sure nobody leaves out anything. First couple of marks are simple. G3 will be 3 minus 1 whole minus 1 is 2 and 2 square will be 4. Okay. So 11 part A will be 4. Then you have to find x minus 2, giving your answer in simplified form. So that is not difficult as well, sir. It will be inside the function of f. So inside the function of f, students, inside the function of x, we have to put, students, 1 minus 3 times of x minus 2. Just have to put this. Okay, instead of x, we will put x minus 2. Okay, students, instead of x. That's why it's 2 marks as well, but it's very simple. Okay, so it will be 1 minus 3x minus 3 into minus 2. Make sure calculation errors should not be there. Minus 3 minus 2 will become plus 6. So it will be 7 minus 3x. So the answer will be, sir, 7 minus 3x. Okay, everyone getting it clear? So these are easy free marks. Okay, make sure don't make a mistake in this. Secondly, they are testing in functions algebra as well. Okay, वो आपके algebra के concept या functions में test करें. We can clearly see. Make sure a lot of students got this wrong as well. Inverse 100% test होगा, किसी भी पेपर में test हो सकता है. तो आप इसको clear quickly properly इसको करें. F inverse of x will be, sir, simple. If you talk about F inverse of x, what is fx? So I write down fx is 1 minus 3x. Okay, students, I've written down fx is 1 minus 3x, right? Everyone there with me? And what we have is basically, sir, y we'll have to make x the subject. Simple. So it will be 3x will come here and 1 minus y will go there. Okay, so 3x comes here, y goes there. Everyone got this step? And the last
Yes, sir.
step will be, sir, x as the subject. So 1 minus y divided by 3. Once you get x as the subject, students, it's nothing left. Just have to simply substitute that f inverse x will be, instead of y, just substitute with x, will be 1 minus x over 3. That is the answer. Make sure to write down the answer here. And this is the answer for the f inverse of x. Guys, everyone got this clear with me following? So I believe only the probability question was the most tricky question up till now. Rest of the questions were average, medium level, easy and medium level of difficulty. Question number 9, 10, 11. But question number 8 was difficult. Probability must revise it. Okay. Let's see what happens in. There's a very good question. Yeah, part D of this question is tricky. And we have a huge question on functions. Okay. So 2, 4, 5, 10, 13, 14 marks questions on functions. But as you understand, this is not about only the functions, it's about checking your other concepts of algebra as well. Okay, so it's a huge 14 marks question. Let's try to work it out. They are saying gfx, so the composite function of gfx minus ga times of x and fx. We have to find the value of each of a, b, and c. Okay, so what we need to understand is basically very quickly and clearly, students here. Okay, just have to do nothing, have to do the comparison. Okay, so you have to find out the composite function gfx. How do you find composite function? A lot of students were not able to do this as well. We have to find the composite function gfx. So gfx will be in the g function. In the g function, put fx. Okay, so I have to put the f function in the g. Okay, fx will be the inside function. Follow guys carefully. G will be the outer function, sir. G is the outer function and fx is the inner function. तो आप outer function लिखते हैं. Follow करिएगा carefully. Fx will be the outer function, that is x minus 1 whole square. और इसके अंदर जो हम put कर देंगे कि instead of x, you will substitute 1 minus 3x times of minus 1 whole square. Okay, so I'll repeat my point. कि आप जो है वो x की जगह fx के function को put कर देंगे, sir. That's what we are putting. Instead of x, it's coming 1 minus 3x. Okay, everyone got it clear? So it's very simple. Okay, sir, 1 and 1 cancels out. So you are left with minus 3x, which eventually will result minus 3x square in the bracket will become 9x square. Okay, so that is g of x. We got it. Next, you need to multiply, sir, g times of x times of f times of x. Okay, gx or fx को multiply करना है. This is something different. Okay, when we talk about gx and fx being multiplied, it means कि जो g का function है, that is x minus 1 whole square, it is being multiplied with the f function, that is 1 minus 3x. Everyone getting it? Guys following कि g का function multiply हो जाएगा f के function के साथ, तो we have to completely solve this. And the final part will be कि compare with this thing, students. So follow carefully how we are going to do it here in the black color. Everyone should understand this. So here we go. This is 9x square and you have to subtract, and this will be whole thing multiplied. So it will be x minus 1. Make sure show all the workings because it is of 5 marks. Okay, everyone getting it? So it's all about checking whether you can multiply 3 brackets. It's all about checking whether you can multiply 3 brackets or not. So it will be, first thing will be x square minus 2x plus 1. And then it will be multiplied with 1 minus 3x, sir. Next will be coming that, sir, 9x square minus the bracket. So it will be x square and x square and minus 3x cube minus 2x plus 6x square plus 1 minus 3x. Okay, so let me explain again. If anyone is not getting it, what I've done is x square multiplied with 1 minus 3, got x minus 3x cube. Then I multiplied minus 2x with 1 minus 3x. I got minus 2x plus 6x square. And the last one I did was 1 times of 1 minus 3x. I got 1 minus 3x. So I multiplied all of them and then I'll get 9x simplified. Okay, so x square plus 6x square is 7x square. Minus 3x cube will remain as it is. Minus 2x minus 3x becomes minus 5x and 1 remains as it is. Make sure the most common mistake that students did was basically the sign change. Okay, the sign will change, sir. So the sign will change for all of them. So it will become the comparison method, that is 9x square minus 7x square will become 2x square plus 3x cube plus 5x and minus 1, which you will compare with this one, that is 3x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c. So everyone knows now the values. Okay, that's sir the values are, what are the values, students? The values are, sir, 3x cube with 3x cube is common. Ax square is equals to 2x square. So what is the value of a, students? Sir, the value of a will be 2. Okay, everyone got this clear? Understood?
Yes, sir.
The value of A
Understood.
is 2, the value of B is 5, and the value of C is minus 1. Okay, 2, 5, and minus 1, which is the correct answer as well. C is compared with minus 1, and the green color will tell you bx is compared with 5x. What is left is basically that these are the answers, sir, and that is how you will get 5 marks. But it's still, the question is not complete on functions. So we'll talk about that as well. Let me know everyone got it this page. Take a screenshot or revise it for later purpose. Anyone have any doubts? Let me know, guys. Anyone have any questions? We'll talk about it. Guys, got this clear, understood, sure about it, no issues? Question number 11 is then we have part E and part F. Moving forward, we have to find out hx minus fx, giving answer as single fraction in simplest form, okay? So they are testing these concepts as well. What we have is hx minus fx. So hx is 3 over x, sir. You added down 3 over x minus times of fx 1 minus 3x. So what we can clearly see is कि वो आपके basics concept भी test करेंगे. Does the student know how to solve the fraction form? तो आपने LCM लेना है students, and it's that simple कि आप LCM लेंगे 1 times of x. This will multiply x as well. So it will be 3 minus x times of 1 minus 3x divided by in the denominator x. मैंने LCM ले लिया, which is basically x. Everyone got it? This is simple and
Yes,
easy,
sir.
quick to solve. Okay, so it will be 3 minus x. Make sure a lot of students make the mistake. Minus x into minus 3x will become 3x square divided by basically x. You have to give the answer in single fraction in terms of x. So this is the answer, students, 3x square minus x plus 3 divided by the x. Okay, so you have to give the answer in this form to get the full marks. Okay, that is 3 marks. Okay, so try to show as much workings as possible. Okay, students. Clear on this? Anyone have doubts? Let me know. And the last part is simple, that hx power n is equals to, you just have to do indices here. Those who are struggling with this still, make sure to practice these type of questions again and again and revise. hx की power n hai, so we can say that it will be, we are saying that it will be 3 over, first we'll write down the hx function. Follow carefully. If hx function is 3 over x, okay students, अगर hx का function, if we are clearly know कि hx function is 3 over x, so we can clearly say कि अगर h की power x power n है, so it will be 3 over x power n. पहले तो आपने ये identify करना है. Once you got this, it is 3 divided by x power n, so it will be 3 power, bringing it up will be 3 power of x minus negative n is equals to 3x power 7. You can compare it and you will yourself say that n is equals to negative 7. Everyone got this clear, guys? Just comparing the values will help this question to be solved, okay? Is everyone clear? This question number, second last question, that is question number 11 on the functions chapter is also done. Let me know everyone got this so we can move forward, guys, quickly. People
Yes,
got
sir.
this clear?
Clear.
Anyone have any
Yes.
doubts? Waiting for other responses, guys, let me know.
Yes, sir. Clear.
So next we have is basically question number 12 that talks about the last question for this October-November 3, 2023, variant 4.2. We talked about vectors here in detailed discussion. So vectors is being tested in detail here, okay? We have almost 3, 4, 5, 9 and 11 marks question on vectors, okay? Vectors and coordinate geometry, okay, together, sorry. They are testing vectors and coordinate geometry together. So it's very simple. They are asking, write down as column vector OB. We have A is the 0.81 and B is the 0.25. So what is the column vector for OB and what is the column vector AB? Okay, so it's very simple कि OB का column vector क्या हो जाएगा 2,25. B का जो point है वो origin से ही है. So you can write down directly 2, 5. Okay, 2 and 5 is the OB vector. B के coordinates हैं 2, 5 and A के coordinates हैं sir 8, 1. So both of them. But AB अगर find करना है, so AB vector will be sir OB vector minus the OA vector. So आपको ये solve करके show करना पड़ेगा. It will be 2, 5 minus the OA vector, that is 8 and 1. Okay, so it will be negative 6 and 5 minus 1 is 4. Everyone getting it, guys? Clear? Okay, that's how we will get the AB vector minus 6, 4 and OB vector is 2, 5. Is everyone getting it clear with me? Following, guys? Hello, understood? Guys, got it clear? Anyone have doubts with part A? Let me know now. Anyone have doubts with part A? Let me know, guys.
No.
Next, we have to find out the equation of the line AB. Okay, we have to find the equation of the line AB, giving the answer in the form y is equals to mx plus c. So it's about coordinate geometry. So basically, chapter से खाली नाम का है students, vectors नहीं है. they are testing coordinate geometry. खाली vectors का एक छोटा सा part test कर लिया. Majorly they are testing coordinate geometry. Is everyone with me getting it, guys? Hello. So we can say that A coordinates were, you just have to follow step by step. If any student is still struggling with how to find out the equation of the line, follow this question in lecture. B coordinate is basically 2 comma 5, and it will be, first thing will be, in order to find the equation, you have to do what, sir? Gradient, okay. y2 minus y1, 5 minus 1, 2 minus 8. Gradient will be 4 over negative 6. So it will be negative 2 over 3 as the gradient. Okay, students. So the gradient is coming, sir, negative 2 over 3. Okay, understood? The gradient is coming negative 2 over 3. That is what we are getting. The next thing will be, we have to find out the value of c. So y is equals to mx plus c. Just take any coordinate. So let me take this coordinate. Y is equals to 5. Gradient is negative 2 over 3. X value is 2 plus c. So it will be 5 plus 4 over 3 is equals to c. So therefore the c value comes as 19 over 3. Okay, students, take LCM, try to solve this. The c value is coming 19 over 3. Everyone got it, guys? Any questions? Any concerns? Let me know. So it will be, the equation will be y is equals to minus 2 over 3x plus 19 over 3. You have to give in the form of y is equals to mx plus c to get the 3 marks. 1 mark is for the gradient, students. 1 mark is for the c value, that is y-intercept. And 1 mark is for finding out the final equation, writing down the equation. That is the last mark. Okay, everyone getting it, guys? Clear with me? This page is also done, which is vectors plus coordinate geometry. Okay, but it's a 11 mark question on 2 chapters combined. Okay, but vectors is only 2 marks. Okay, rest is of coordinate geometry. Very important point, and very important, as I said, they are testing again and again. You have to find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB, giving your answer again in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. These are basic easy questions now for you guys. Everyone knows the gradient. Sir, the gradient of AB is basically minus 2 over 3. So what you need to do is gradient of the perpendicular bisector will be positive 3 over 2, reciprocal of this. So 1 mark is for this, guys. Okay, फिर रिपीट कर दूं स्टूडेंट्स, ग्रेडियंट है ए बी का माइनस 2 over 3. So gradient of the perpendicular bisector will be 3 over 2. You got that? That is 1 mark out of the 4 marks. Okay, this is 4 mark question. 1 mark is this, that the gradient of the perpendicular is 3 over 2. What you just have to simply do is, sir, you have to find out the midpoint. Okay, so midpoint will find out. Midpoint will be, we have 8 comma 1. So 8, we have 8 and 2. So it will be, sir, 8 plus 2, x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and y1 plus y2, that is 1 plus 5 divided by 2. So it will be 10 divided by 2 is 5, 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 5 comma 3 is the midpoint. Okay, so this is the second mark, students. 5 comma 3. I'm telling you together as well how to get these 4 marks. Okay, if you don't know the everything, make sure you know the midpoint formula, you know how to change the gradient. Next will be, sir, y is equals to mx plus c. Y value is 3, gradient is 3 over 2, x value is 5. Try to get the c value. 3 minus 15 over 2 is equals to c value. So c is something negative. 6 minus 15, that is negative 9 over 2 is coming the c value by taking the LCM and finding out. Anyone have doubts? अगर किसी को नहीं समझ में आ रहा कैसे एलसीएम निकाला है तो आप प्लीज पूछ लें सी की वैल्यू कैसे आई है. पहले तो इजी है, आपको पता होना चाहिए स्टेज पर कि कैसे मैंने एलसीएम वैल्यू निकाली है. तो वी गॉट थर्ड मार्क इज दिस, एंड दैट इज द इक्वेशन 3 over 2x negative 9 over 2. That is the equation, students, which will give us complete 4 marks. Okay, so I've already tell you the split of the marks as well. 1 mark for gradient, 1 mark for midpoint, 1 mark for c value, and the last mark for the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Everyone got it, guys? Clear? Anyone have any doubt? Coming to this, we have the last part of this question. That is for 2 marks. We have basically, which says that the line AB meets the y-axis. Okay, so what we have, sir, is basically the line AB meets the y-axis at P. Okay, so the line AB is meeting the y-axis at P. So make sure these type of questions are tricky. If it is meeting the y-axis at P, it means x is 0. Okay, if it's meeting the y-axis at P, x is 0, the line is meeting the perpendicular bisector of AB meets the y-axis at Q. So it's meeting the y-axis at Q. So y-axis at Q. So x is 0 here as well. X is 0 here as well. Okay. So you can simply get the coordinates. The line, what they are saying, if I tell you in order, guys, follow carefully. समझे आप या आप इमेजिनेशन से भी कर सकते हैं और आप इसको इमेजिनेशन करके ही सॉल्व करेगा बेहतर रहेगा। ये आपकी ए बी की लाइन है, वो बेसिकली कह रहा है कि पी यहाँ कहीं लाई करता है, पी कहीं पर भी इसी लाइन पे लाई करता है और उसका जो वाई कोड वो एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट है 0 है। तो आपके पास ऑलरेडी इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन ए बी है, राइट एवरीवन? यू ऑलरेडी हैव द इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन ए बी। सो फॉलो करेगा स्टूडेंट्स के y इज इक्वल्स टू ए बी की जो इक्वेशन है मैं आपके सामने वो पुट कर रहा हूँ, y इज इक्वल्स टू -2/3x plus 19/3. So if we already know के हमें p के coordinates निकालने हैं where x is 0 and y we have to find. So y value will be when x is 0. So p के coordinates आ जाएंगे students 0, 19/3. Similarly यही चीज वो यहाँ कह रहे हैं, जो परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर है वो यहाँ पर यही कॉन्सेप्ट पे रीइंफोर्स करें। जो परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर है ए बी का वो वाई एक्सिस पे मीट कर रहा है एट द पॉइंट क्यू। तो सर हमारे पास जो है y इज इक्वल्स टू 3/2x - 9/2 इक्वेशन है परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर की। तो हम y की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हैं कि इट विल बी -9/2। सो q के कोऑर्डिनेट्स हो जाएंगे 0, -9/2। और फिर हमने इन दोनों का क्या करना है स्टूडेंट्स, हमने इन दोनों का ग्रेडियंट, हमने इन दोनों का लेंथ निकालनी है। We have to find the length of PQ, that is the main requirement. So Q coordinates are this and P coordinates are this. So आप निकाल लें length. So we already know the length formula, तो वो भी आपकी checking हो रही है उसकी कि length will be equals to square root x2 minus x1 तो कुछ भी नहीं होगा, it will be just y2 minus y1 के -9/2 -19/3 over whole square। जो भी आंसर आ रहा है we can just give it के -9/2 and -13 -19/3 I'm getting -65/6 whole square और the square root ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा तो स्क्वायर स्क्वायर कैंसिल हो जाएंगे। 65/6 इज द लेंथ। ओके, या आप इसको डेसिमल भी कर सकते हैं 10.83 एज वेल। ओके स्टूडेंट्स, तो इधर आप 65/6 लिखेंगे या आप 10.83 यूनिट्स लिख देंगे, बोथ ऑफ विच विल गिव यू करेक्ट मार्क्स। ओके एवरीवन गॉट इट गाइस? क्लियर? सही है, लेंथ नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकती तो उसको पॉजिटिव लिख दिया और वेरी सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट के थ्रू हमने इसको सॉल्व कर लिया। एवरीवन गॉट इट गाइस? क्लियर हो गई बात? Anyone have doubts, any questions? Let me know guys. Everyone is clear? Part C and D भी हो गया. So we have solved question number 8 on probability, question number 9 on differentiation, question number 10 on similarity, congruency, question number 11 on functions, question number 12 on vectors and coordinate geometry all together. Getting it guys with me? Following? Clear on this? Let's do one more question since we have time. Okay, so let's do question number 6 as well, which is talks about, it's a one page question only for 7 marks, and it's based on the you can say that it's based on it's based on solving the equations, and it's a trigonometry related. Right hand, the diagram shows a very simple question but with a lot of working. Okay, so the diagram shows a right angle triangle. We have to find the value of w. So it's basically conceptual understanding as well with the trigonometry solving as well. So you have to solve for trigonometry as well. Guys with me? Following? A very good question. Find the value of w. We have to do it. So how we are going to solve it? The first step will be to find the value of t. We already know the Pythagoras theorem. So it's basically a checking. Question number 6 of this paper is checking of Pythagoras theorem as well as trigonometry, as well as whether students know how to make equations and solve them. So you can say word problem as well. Okay, it's a word problem as well. Okay, a basic type of word problem that you will say 2t plus 3 whole square is equals to 5 square plus the t square. Everyone getting it guys with me? Make sure it's a 7-mark question guys. Everyone following? तो आपको properly with proper clear working show करनी होंगी. So it will be 2t plus 3 bracket 2t plus 3 open. This will be sir 25 plus t square. So it will be 2t will be 4t square plus 12t plus 3 3s are 9 is equals to 25 plus t square. So what I've done is basically students 2t multiplied by 2t is 2t plus times 3 and 3 times of 2t is 60. 60 becomes 12t and 3 3s are 9. Next step is basically I'm simplifying. So 4t square minus t square plus 12t plus 9 minus 25. I bring everything to one side. So I am eventually getting, sir, 3t square. Hope everyone is getting it. 3t square plus 12t minus 16 is equals to, I think 9 minus 25 is 16. Yeah, so we got 316. So we need to see whether we can do it by factorization or not. Otherwise, we'll have to apply formula. So we are getting 48, and 48 divide. Can we get 48 by any other method? 48 divided by 16. 16 3s is 48. 48 divided by 4. 4 12s are 48 divided by 6 is 6 8s are. Think about it. Can we get any other possibilities? Will we have to do it with factorization, or we can use quadratic formula as well? Okay, we can apply anything here, factorization or the quadratic formula as well, guys. Okay, getting it clear with me? So what I believe here, it will be quadratic formula. Okay, so let's apply. There will be marks for applying quadratic formula as well. You can split the working as well, so that examiner knows that you are doing neat and clean work. So it will be t is equals to minus b plus minus b square. That will be 12 square minus 4 times of 3 times of negative c times of c divided by 2 times of a. Okay, make sure you have to show it. The examiner is definitely testing your quadratic formula as well concept. Okay, so minus 12 plus minus, just do this one time only. 12 square is 144, and 144 plus 4 times of 3 times of 16 will be 336, sir. And if we have done it correct, so we should get the correct answer. So it will be minus 12 plus square root 336 divided by 6. So one answer I'm getting, t value as 1.05. Okay. Hope it should be correct. 1.055. Okay. And the other answer will be that t value is equals to minus 12 minus square root 336 divided by 6. It is coming negative 5.055. Okay. So these are the two values of t coming, guys. Okay. With proper clear working. Okay. What students need to understand and clarify here, which value of t we will take, students, because it's a length measurement, so it should be a positive value. So make sure you tell the examiner that this one is not possible. There will be marks attached to this as well. This will be rejected. You can write down the word. So t except, only except value of t is basically 1.055. Okay. Once we got this value, we can apply that. We can apply trigonometry opposite over the adjacent. So you are going to say tan w. Just hold on, the azan is going on. Tan w t divided by 5. Okay, guys, let's continue. So that's how we are going to get the answer. As you can clearly see, के 7 marks properly divide हुए हैं, distribute हुए हैं, वो free marks नहीं देते हैं. तो आपने 2 marks के लिए हमारी working हो गई. Hope everyone got it कि tan का formula भी use करना होगा, opposite over adjacent. Okay, so 2 marks are basically for applying the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, students, 2 marks for Pythagoras theorem. 2 marks वो apply कर रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं कि आपको quadratic formula apply करना आता है. तो मेक श्योर कि भी मैंने मार्क्स दे दी हूँ आपको एग्जाम पेपर में, आपको जब मैंने चेक किया होगा. लेकिन एग्जामिनर आपको मार्क्स नहीं देगा, बाकायदा मार्किंग स्कीम में लिखा होगा कि क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करने के जिसने शो करा उसको मार्क्स मिले. तब अगर आपका आंसर करेक्ट भी होगा और फिर हमने आंसर जो है 1 डेसिमल प्लेस दिया है, तो 2 मार्क्स के हो गए. 2 मार्क्स टैन को सॉल्व करने के हो गए, ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रेशियो अप्लाई करने के, एंड 1 मार्क इज फॉर द फाइनल आंसर, कि अगर किसी ने वो करेक्ट करा है. तो उसको वहां पर भी marks मिलने चाहिए. That's how I'm expecting all 7 marks are distributed. With this, we have done half of the paper, which is question number 6 and 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll solve the question number 1 till 5 and question number 7 on complete trigonometry in the next remaining class. 50% of the paper is done, 50% of the paper is left. Okay, guys? Understood? Clear on this?
Yes, sir.